Hello God, can you explain a dream I had recently to me? Do you mind sharing? In a dream, I was in this world. It's a kind of a strange world, unlike what we know in our physical realm.
And what did you notice?
And I noticed something strange about this world. We can manifest anything we want by just thinking about it.
You manifest with your thoughts.
Yes, we manifest with our thoughts. In this world, there's no sickness or disease. All hospitals were closed, and I saw people who were more than 200 years old living in perfect health. It's strange. And I only experienced peace, joy, and love, nothing like pain and suffering. So I was kind of feeling, high. You know, when you are high on the highest form of ecstasy, I was feeling euphoria without any substance to feel high. It comes naturally.
What else?
The kind of food we eat are fresh foods. Our foods are for nourishment, not just for taste. And I noticed that everyone in that world was a creator. We owned our arts. Nobody works for anybody. And also, we don't experience physical death. We can choose to leave our body anytime we want to a different dimension and return.
That's nice.
We speak to the Creator. We speak to God directly. Like, we don't need anyone in between. We don't need a mediator. We don't need a preacher. We don't need a religion. We can just talk to God directly and He answers. And we were able to understand each other without speaking. By just looking at you, I'll understand what you are saying and how you are feeling. And one of the things that surprised me the most was that in that world, we were connected to everything. We were connected to nature. We can speak and understand animals. There is no wild and domestic. We speak to all of them the same thing. And one of the fascinating thing about that world is that we all had a strong intuition. Like, we don't need logic or analysis to make decisions. We just know what we are supposed to do and we just do it and it works out. There's no point of stressing the brain and thinking and going on. Please, can you explain the concept of this dream and what it's trying to tell me?
What you are experiencing in the dream is in the third dimension. It means that your consciousness has ascended from the first dimension to the third dimension.
So what is the third dimension? Am I going to heaven? Or
the first and third dimension is not a physical location, but rather your everyday experiences.
How?
The third dimension is what you call heaven on earth, which is high frequency, purpose-driven, authenticity, flow state, abundance, and so on.
Okay.
The third dimension, the first dimension, which most people are familiar with, is heavy emotions, struggling, sadness, overthinking, whilst the third dimension holds a lighter emotions. That's what is called enlightenment.
Okay, just like someone who is high on alcohol and drugs, there's this kind of feeling of peace that comes with it, that even when they are facing problems or when they are broke, they don't even care.
The feelings you get from substance is so little compared to the feelings that comes with the third dimension. There is abundance of joy, peace, and love. Once you experience the third dimension, it's difficult to go back.
No wonder those who are always high are trying to escape the feeling of the sadness. So you are saying there are people who are in this same with us, but they are operating from the third dimension?
Exactly.
No wonder some persons can manifest easily.
Once you've raised your vibration to a certain frequency, you begin to experience the reality that comes with that frequency, be it abundance or suffering.
So how can someone raise their vibrations?
You are all energy beings. When you are in a good mood, you vibrate higher. When you are in a bad mood, you vibrate lower. You must not engage in anything that puts you in a bad mood, be it people or experiences, the kind of friends you keep, the kind of topics you discuss. Avoid topics that put you in fear. Avoid gossips, hate, or trying to bring others down. You must only engage in love and light.
Okay, now I understand why relationship is very important. No wonder most of the rich and successful men only mingle with like minds.
Yes, but not everyone who is rich and wealthy is operating from the third dimension. Many are still going through heavy emotions despite their wealth.
So that means when we climb to a higher dimension, we leave some people behind, especially those who are in close relationship with us. That's so sad.
Alright, let's say you and your friend are in the same level and you decide to put in the work to raise your frequency to a higher level, and your friend refuses because he or she enjoys the negativity and the hate. Will you come down to their level because you love them and you expect them to raise their frequency to your level? The best you can do is to share the knowledge. Everyone gets the information, but not everyone is willing to put in the work. It's a personal decision.
Can you explain why the world is full of negativity and suffering? Those who are still in the first dimension are much more than those who are in the third dimension.
That's because you have more people spreading negativity than those spreading positivity.
That's true. The negative talks get more than the positive talks.
Many of them spreading negativity are not even aware of the harm they've imposed upon themselves. They are not aware of what they are missing in the third dimension. They think that what they know is all there is.
So that simply means that the concept of heaven and hell is a feeling that money can't buy. There is more to this world that we don't even know.
Great one, you've done the work. You've gone through the process. It's time to relax and enjoy the heaven on earth. Welcome home.